going to learn about tuples in Swift. Tuples in Swift are a way to store more than one data type in a variable. According to the official definition, official documentation of Swift, tuples group multiple values in a single compound value. The values within a tuple can be of any type and don't have to be the same type as each other. For example, we can have like number 1. It is a tuple of type integer and string. So 1 and then a string 1. We can simply create number 2 and number 3 is type int and string. Notice that we have to enclose them in parentheses and then we have to put comma separated values. So it is a tuple of type string. Cake is good. It contains two values, string and string. So we can create tuples from any permutation of types. They can contain as many different values as we want. In other words, tuples are very useful for because we can have as many types as we want, and we can create any permutation of types. So, for instance, we can have like integer bool, or double bool string int, or let's say string int double bool, like that. We can have anything we want. So about accessing the variable, so we can have it like you can decompose a tuple's components into separate constants of variables that we can express like usual variables. So we can have like number 1 and number 1 in English. This means that I'm sorry, number 1 in numeric. So it gives the error because I'm using the same numeric. Okay, so basically it decomposes. Number 1 has two values, so it is integer and string. So what we are doing like that is separating those two values in this variable and this variable using parentheses and comma. Basically, it, we can access the value like this by naming it this and naming it this. So the number is number 1 in numerics, number 1 in English. Basically just accesses the elements in order wise. So it is number 1, so it will be the number 1 uh, is at index 1, so it will access the index 1. It is at index 2, so it will access the element at index 2 in number 1. So yeah, so we can even access using a zero-based indexing, which like standard array definitions like number 1, but instead of using number 1 0, we are using number 1 dot 0. And similarly, number 1 dot 1. Notice that we are using zero-based indexing. So the first element is for 0, second element is for 1, and so on. We can even name the individual elements when a tuple is defined. So if we need to use something a lot, so we can just say let dog name doggy and age 1. So it helps us to make the code more readable. Like it says dog, its name is doggy, and age is 1. And it also helps us to access the elements later on. So have like dog dot name here dot name and dog dot age. It's age. And yeah, that's it for tuples. Yeah, tuples also provide us with very easy ways to use data types. We can group variables. We can use as them as want. They can help us to have more than one type in the same variable. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys later.